Okay, hello to the group. John Stern out of Utah. I want to talk about this duffel bag that I purchased for my float tube. It's made by Heeta. Purchased on Amazon for $70. They now sell for $80. This is what it was in originally, and it was just too big and just not what it needed to be. So let me talk about this. So I was in the Army for a little while, did some things, and I learned a little bit about gear. I wanted a bag for my float tube that had some straps, and I wanted it to be fairly robust. I didn't necessarily want it to be crazy waterproof like this is, but I wanted it to have some shoulder straps. I'm not going to try it on because you know what this is all about. You can see that on others videos. But this has all the accoutrements of a really good piece of equipment, and it's cheap. Other bags I've looked at were $200, $300, $400, $500, and I didn't want to spend that much. So I started looking on the Amazon. I looked on the AliExpress too, but that was going to take about a month and a half to get. So I decided to go with Amazon for maybe twice the price and get something for $70. And let's check this out. It's got all the straps that tie stuff down, which is incredible. Many don't have that. It's got the shoulder straps, which you can easily take on and off. And the imitation Fastex buckles look fairly robust. It's got this handle grab that you can attach. The other great thing is it has these other Fastex right here, which gives you an extra layer of security because this folds over on itself to close. There's no zipper. And the fact that it's bulging out and not closed all the way doesn't bother me because I have the Fastex, and it allows the bag to breathe. It's got a pocket over here that I'll probably never use for anything. Maybe I'll use it for something. And it's see-through. Thought there was a pocket here, but there's not. Oh, the other most important thing about this is that it has this relief valve, because since this is waterproof and it doesn't breathe, you need to get the air out. You need to get the fart smell out of there. So let's talk about my first bag that I got. I bought this off Amazon too. It was like 15 or 20 bucks. Nice and cheap, but it was big, very breathable, which is great. In the military, I learned that rarely did you need stuff to be super waterproof. Hi, neighbor. Hi. And people are going to argue with me about that, but unless your gear is in a puddle of water, it's really not going to get wet. So it didn't really bother me that it wasn't some more neighbors around here today. That's kind of fun. It doesn't need to be crazy waterproof. So the fact that this is crazy waterproof doesn't bother me because the fabric is very robust, which I like. I like a good, robust fabric that I know isn't going to rip, isn't going to break, isn't going to, fail on me. So let's check out and see what I got in here. This is kind of like a yard sale because I stuffed everything in here to make sure it would fit before I needed to return it. I got my pump. The pump for the float tube could be maybe made smaller, but at the same time it needs to be big enough to be efficient, so you're not pumping for 4 days for your float tube. Pump hose, fins, my waders, and the tube itself. I won't take it out yet. The tube looks like that's all collapsed. So my point being, and this is 80 liters, and 80 liters is hard to find. Usually they're like 50 or 60 liters or 100 and 120 liters. So I got this for 80 liters for 70 bucks, which I thought was a bargain. It also has some grab handles here. So I'm just sharing my experience here for those that are looking to solve the same kind of problem. And please leave your thoughts and comments to how you may have solved your problem of this stuff, because it's tricky. It's tricky to get and protect all your stuff in a bag, and then this closes, so this just wraps in on itself as best you can to close it. But like I said, the other great thing is that it has the buckles to seal it all up, and once that happens, that is fine, because I want it to breathe a little bit. So what's going to happen is you're going to be on the water. You're going to get off the water. You're going to bundle all your stuff up, carry it home, and then because this bag doesn't breathe and doesn't dry out, you're going to have to take everything out. But that's okay. Because that's just what happens. So I'm not worried about any zippers or anything, because these things seal it up. I got this right here. And I got the shoulder straps, so I can carry it like a backpack. Backpack. And then this cinches down too to make it smaller. And I can travel with this. I can check this bag. I'll take off the shoulder straps and I can check it. And take it on an airplane. Great stuff. And it's really cheap. 80 bucks. Well, I bought it for 70. With the tariffs and everything, it's going to be around 80. All right. That's my story on the Heeta. I'll put a affiliate link to Amazon in the post, along with a bit of a description of what this thing is. Love the color. The color's great. I might write my name or something on here, stencil it in. The fabric is really great. Works really well. And it's got something right here too. I guess I can stuff something on here. Maybe a fishing rod or something. But that is my story on the Heeta. I don't know where these names come from. I don't know what they're thinking. I guess what I could do, if I was really smart, I can put that in there. I can put that in there. I can fasten this, and then I can also fasten that. So it's all nice and well put together. Yada, yada, yada. All right. Hope this helps. Cheers.